Today I don't really know what to talk about really. Just kind of enjoy the weather, just talk about the outdoors, right? So essentially, when it comes to outdoors stuff, like getting your morning sunshine, right, is something that's really important. Just getting your morning, just daylight in general, right? Resets your circadian rhythm. It's really important. It's really important for circadian rhythm. Um, Things of that nature. So, so yeah. I mean, as a whole, we can deduce that the outdoors is important. Should at least interact with nature to the best of your ability, right? I know it can be hard with work and other responsibilities, but making 10 minutes a day, right, is all it takes for that little bit of change. Just that big, it makes all the difference. So definitely diving deep into that is important. Yeah, it's nice out today. It's been nice all month so far, even with some rain stuff. But we needed the rain. Yeah, yes we did. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about the late stream today, guys. I woke up a little later, but I needed to sleep, and you know, oh wow, we got a lot of people. Phasmophobia? Never played that before. Hey, what's up, Kush? How you doing? So, yeah, today I'm just kind of we're just enjoying the outdoors today. Nothing too crazy. Um, I tend to make a stream every morning. Today's a later stream, but kind of woke up late, unfortunately, so I apologize for that. And yeah, but no, I never played Phasmophobia. I heard it's supposed to be pretty good, but I'm just going to sleep. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I don't know what time it is for you, but I hope you get a good night's worth of rest, as some would say. But oh well. Yeah, so I know I should play more video games in a way. Like I don't know, I should do like live streams for gaming. Hey, what's up, Walter? How you doing? How's life? Ah, it could be better. I'm just figuring out some stuff. I have to like reorganize like what I'm doing in my life. I just recently dropped out of college and stuff just because it's just not worth my time. So I'm just gonna try and get my personal training certificate, things like that. But at least I'm working right now and whatnot, so all is good with that at least. But it could be better. But I'm not complaining. I mean, there's always, it could always be worse. So I'm just gonna take all the good chances I can get. Um, it's nighttime in your region. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. What else? Um, that's really about it. I mean, just trying to get my stuff figured out. I need to get all that sorted. Sorry about the dogs outside. It's, this is a very dog dense neighborhood. But is we eat food for satisfaction or just fulfill our hunger? I think it's both. Right? Because you want to be satisfied when you finish eating, but you also want to be full. You don't want to be hungry anymore. Right? Because hunger can be painful. It's a signal to your body that, like, it's in survival mode. So, it's definitely both, but I would say it's more for hunger if I were to choose one side. But guess what? That's just my opinion, It could totally be wrong, and that's fine. That just means there's room for growth to learn. What else? Yeah. Not entirely positive on what else I should talk about on stream. I mean, I forgot to put Q&A in the title. But, oh well. Thumbs up and puzzled emoji. Well, appreciate the comment. And yeah, I mean, it's something to think about. Definitely, it's a good question to ask, right? Because it seems simple, but like there is some depth into it, right? So there's that. It's nice out. I can hear the leaves rustling in the trees. Very nice out. Doesn't really get this nice out anymore, but I'll take it. Hey Maria, how you doing? Hope all is well. What else? But yeah, so just walking right now. I'm definitely just trying to get my steps in for the day, get my streaming for the day. Eventually I want to do gaming streams like Call of Duty Zombies, right? Things of that nature. I have to get that all set up. So there's that. Recent Nepal Prime Minister and President resigned their job and they ran away. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know. So, but, what else? I don't really have any, there's not really too many questions that I can really answer. Like, that's not really something I know much about. It's none of my place of business, but, yeah, I mean, hey, I guess it happens, right, Mojang? Just gotta look out for it. Yep, nice and sunny out. BRICS have recently introduced a new currency to change the dollar. Oh, I didn't know that. It seems like you know a lot about this kind of stuff. I don't really know too much about it. But yeah, I mean, the morning is going good. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's a nice day out today, so I'm gonna take that as a good day. I mean, every day should be, at least a good day and stuff, but you have to see it in different perspectives, right? So, you know, think about those kind of things from time to time. Look at things from different perspectives, right? So, you want to think in like full array. You want to think, full composition. So you get all sides, right? And you can deduce it all into one singular perspective, right? Blush happy emoji. Thank you. Thank you, Mojang. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. I don't really have a lot of like questions I can answer, but I should have put Q&A in the title. That's my bad. So I apologize for the inconvenience and the confusion. What else, guys? Oh yeah, it's gonna be fall soon, so the leaves start changing colors. They already kinda have, but not really. And it's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, I think it'll be a good fall season. So, do you have any tips for me to reduce my weight? Yeah, I do. So when it comes to weight loss, what you have to do, you have to track all your food, right? So I recommend getting an app called Chronometer, right? You put your body mass index into it, so like your height, um, your it's got both imperial and metric system. So if you're centimeters, which I'm guessing you are because you live on the other side of the world, um, it's got all the information for you, right? Let's say you weigh 80 kilograms and you're 175 centimeters, or one in or you're almost, what do you call it? Where you're like a meter and 75 centimeters or something like that, and let's say it's like, okay, what are you trying to do? Reduce your weight by like how much each week? Let's say you want to reduce your weight by like half a kilogram a week. It's going to tell you how many calories you're supposed to eat. You don't want to go above it. You want to stay at those exact calories, or if not, just a little lower. So you're going to need to eat in a slight caloric deficit. You're going to want to prioritize protein so you can preserve muscle mass. And you're going to want to, so you want to eat pretty much protein dense foods like, if you're vegan, tofu, um, nutritional yeast, right? Things like that. But you can also eat things like chicken. Chicken breast is like the easiest one. Certain types of fish, so lean types of fish are good. Um, like cod and stuff is really good. So you want to eat in a slight caloric deficit, and you want to stick with that for, let's say, like 6 months or to a year, depending on how like what your goals are. So and my next tip is you're gonna want to prioritize mechanical stimulation or mechanical tension, so working out with heavy weight. So you want to like still try to be strong, but also losing weight at the same time. So you want to prioritize strength training, weight bearing, resistance training, like 3 to 4 times a week. So that's the kind of thing you're going to want to prioritize. So basically, the main thing, there's 3 things, right? Eat in a slight caloric deficit. So what that means is like, let's say your current maintenance calories, which is how much you eat on a regular basis a day, is 2,500. You're going to want to reduce it by 500 calories, right? Okay, perfect. So you are vegan. Okay. So I would recommend things like nutritional yeast, tofu, um, soybeans, right? And no, there's no, these phytoestrogens and whatnot don't do anything. Quinoa is a really good source of protein. It's complete protein. You want to prioritize that. It's not the best tasting food in the world, but you can make it tasty. I mean, there's certain ways to make it tasty. I forgot what you need to put in it. But tofu, quinoa, and soybeans are gonna be your best friend, and nutritional yeast as a bonus. And you want to get like um, certain types of protein powder. Like this is a bonus. You don't have to get this, get things like pea protein, which is like just which is like vegan isolate protein. So I'm gonna assume, let's just say your maintenance calories is like 2,700. So you're gonna want to probably reduce it to like 2,200. But so basically like you want to instead, let's say you eat let's say you snacked up today, right? You're gonna want to reduce all those snacks and just stick with breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's gonna make a big difference, right? And you want to prioritize training. So you want to build muscle mass because that's going to boost your metabolism, is building muscle. Because when you have more muscle mass, the if faster metabolism is, the more energy you need to maintain that muscle mass. So thank you for your information, respect. Nah, hey, no problem. I'm always here to help. You know, and if you have any more questions and stuff, like you can reach me on Instagram if you need like private consultation. I'll help you out. You know what I mean? Like, so, but I'm always here to answer your questions to the best of my ability. So yeah, you're definitely gonna want to you're gonna want to look into that. So definitely prioritize your food, your exercise, and your sleep. Sleep isn't that difficult because it's just sleep. You know what I mean? You just have to turn the phone off and stuff, reduce all blue light emission. Like there's ways on your phone you can turn off the blue light. So things like that, little tips and tricks like that are going to make a world of difference for your sleep, your health, and overall your neurotransmitters being properly balanced, right? So that level of equilibrium is important for overall health, well-being, and you'll just feel much better, you'll be healthier, and life will be just better in general. So that's all I can really say about that. But of course, if you have any more specific questions too, I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I may not be the most articulate person. I'm still working on my articulation. I think it's because I think too much when I speak, like instead of just letting things flow. So, oh, see, that's good though. That's good that you uninstalled Instagram. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's good to reduce your social media amount, your screen time, because sorry about the car, guys. It was a little distracting, but it's important to you want to reduce your screen time, right? Screen time is overly saturated. It's it's overly consumed, and there's no place for it. But don't worry. Thank you, Mojang. I appreciate it. And I also have all my workouts are uploaded to my my YouTube channel. So I gotta upload more, but I will definitely make more tutorial videos. Like I want to make a tutorial video on how to do like your first pull up. That's something I think is important. I think I have some interesting implements to add. But I appreciate Mojang. That means a lot. I think I have some decently valuable information to share with everybody, and I try to make it as simple as possible. So, that's something that I try to do. I'm just walking back to my house now, so. Yeah, we're almost 20 minutes into the stream. Not too bad, not too bad. It is not a terrible amount of time to be on stream. But eventually I want to do much longer streams. I want to start gaming. and while, you know, because while I sit down and game and stuff, it's easier for me to talk about things. Yeah, exactly. The difficult part is the first step. That's always the first step. But once you develop a routine, that's another thing. You want to make a habit out of this, a routine. If you can make this a habit, which takes 21 days to do, if you do this every day for 3 weeks straight, you will have a habit. It will just feel weird to not do it at that point. So definitely keep that in mind. It takes 21 days to build a habit on average, and you're gonna want to stick with it. And if you can, that's where you're gonna make the change, because you're changing yourself. That's a change. That's one of the variables that you're changing is your health indicators, right? You're adding exercise, you're reducing your caloric intake, you're probably being more mindful of the foods to eat. So it's all just it's all a compounding effect, and it all helps tremendously. And give it like a few months, you'll be like, whoa, I just lost 7 kilograms, right? So, which is a lot of body weight. That's like 15 to 16 US pounds. I can't wait to start bundling up my hair again, like just tying it back and shit. Can't wait for that. Because like right now my hair is kind of in an awkward length, so it's just what happens. Like usually it looks good when it's much longer because it hangs better, it doesn't fly up in the air like this. But what am I gonna do? Just gotta let it grow out, trust the process. That's the other thing too, you wanna trust the process, that's a big one. Trusting the process is indicative of, you know, change, right? Because you're allowing it. Because you're not always gonna get what you want every day. Some days you might add 0.1 kilograms or, you know, or something's a little different, right? But, or you're not hitting, you know, you're weaker in the gym, right? But then if you keep giving it time and stuff, you'll get stronger again. You'll break those plateaus. You'll break through. Some days you just will feel tired and stuff, and that's okay. Some days you're just a little burned out, but those are the days that matter, right? You can't just like, oh, I'm just not gonna focus on today. But if you do, right, that usually the next day is better, or the next few days will be better, and you have to just trust the process. That's just the main reality of it. So definitely keep that in mind. I'm just gonna check the time. All right. What else? Yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's a little crazy right now. I know it's not really up to par, but once it gets longer, which it's gonna take another 4 or 6 months to like, because my hair is curly, so if it bunches up, if it was straight, it'd be able to hang down much easier. So those are the kind of things, you know, I gotta keep in mind. I'm gonna have to cut the stream short today because I have to go to therapy today at like 11:40. So yeah, I got 2 minutes left. So I'm gonna end the stream in 1 minute and 15 seconds, and call it a day from there. But I'm gonna stream again today. Honestly, like today is a good day to stream. But all right, I'll see you everybody. Peace.